Have you ever wondered how a single man with no weapons or army managed to lead a nation to its freedom? Let's journey back to 1869 to a small city in India named Porbandar, Gujarat. Here, a child named Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born into a devout Hindu family. His world was one of tradition, faith, and simplicity. In his early years, Gandhi was married at the tender age of 13, a customary practice of the time. But the young Gandhi sought more. A thirst for knowledge led him to the city of London, far from his homeland, to study law. This journey was one of many that would shape his philosophies and his future. Gandhi's life was not marked by grandeur or spectacle. He was just an ordinary man, yet his ideas were anything but ordinary. A man of humble beginnings, who would later reshape the world, not with a sword, but with an idea. A lawyer by profession, how did Gandhi transform into a beacon of freedom? Let's delve into this. Gandhi's life took a decisive turn in South Africa when he was thrown off a train for being an Indian in a first-class compartment. The biting sting of racial discrimination awakened him to the injustices that ran rampant in society. As he grappled with these harsh realities, he became a champion for the oppressed, forming the Natal Indian Congress to fight segregation laws. It was here, in the crucible of struggle, that Gandhi's philosophy of Satyagraha, or nonviolent resistance, was born. Inspired by his belief in truth and love, Satyagraha was a peaceful weapon, one that aimed to make the oppressor see the error of their ways, not through violence or hatred, but through steadfastness and moral persuasion. Gandhi had found his weapon, not one of destruction, but one of resilience and truth. Through this, he was ready to challenge the might of the British Empire. What happens when a man armed with a revolutionary idea returns to a nation struggling under the yoke of colonial rule? Picture this. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, after 21 years in South Africa, returned to India in 1915, a nation yearning for freedom. He didn't just return. He took the reins of the Indian National Congress, steering it towards a non-violent resistance against British rule. His leadership breathed new life into the struggle for independence, making the common man an integral part of the fight. Imagine the Salt March of 1930, thousands trudging 240 miles, led by Gandhi, a simple act of defiance against the oppressive salt tax. Then came the Quit India movement in 1942. A call to the British to leave India was a decisive moment in the independence struggle. Each step Gandhi took, each word he spoke, was a blow to the chains of colonial rule. Could non-violence really bring down an empire? That's the question that hung in the air as Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, better known as Mahatma Gandhi, led a nation towards independence, not with an army, but with an ideology. The philosophy at the heart of this movement was Satyagraha, a term coined by Gandhi himself. Satyagraha, in its essence, means insistence on truth. It was a path of non-violent resistance, a way to combat injustice without resorting to violence. It was a radical idea, especially in a world where might often meant right. Gandhi's Satyagraha was not a passive act. It was an active resistance, a deliberate and determined stand against oppression. It was a call to the oppressed to rise, not with weapons, but with their resolve, their dignity, and above all, their humanity. The first major test of this philosophy came from the Salt March of 1930. An act as simple as making salt became a powerful symbol of defiance against British rule. Gandhi, along with tens of thousands of Indians, walked over 200 miles to the Arabian seacoast to make their own salt, openly defying the British monopoly. This act of peaceful defiance galvanized the nation and captured the world's attention. But the road to independence was not an easy one. There were setbacks, there were periods of despair. Yet through it all, Gandhi and his followers never wavered from their path of non-violence. They endured beatings, imprisonment, and even death, but they never raised a hand in violence. Their courage, their resilience, and their unwavering commitment to the path of non-violence shook the very foundations of the British Empire. And then, on the 15th of August, 1947, it happened. India, after centuries of foreign rule, was free. The British Empire, which had never been defeated, was brought down, not by bullets but by a peaceful revolution. It was the victory of non-violence, Satyagraha, and a man whose strength lay not in his arms but in his unwavering spirit and profound belief in the power of truth and love. Mahatma Gandhi left behind a profound legacy that transcended the borders of India, influencing civil rights movements worldwide. His teachings of ahimsa or nonviolence and Satyagraha, the force of truth, found resonance in the heart of a young clergyman from Atlanta, Georgia, Martin Luther King, Jr. King adopted these principles to lead the American civil rights movement, proving the universal appeal of Gandhi's philosophies. But Gandhi's influence is not confined to the annals of history. Even today, his philosophies continue to inspire millions around the globe. From peaceful protests to acts of civil disobedience, we see the echoes of Gandhi's methods in movements striving for justice and equality. Gandhi, a man of peace, left a legacy of nonviolent resistance that continues to echo across the generations. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.